What's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 35 of the Town Hall 12 free-to-play series. Now, today is day 105 at this Town Hall level since we upgraded from Town Hall 11 up to Town Hall 12. Now, we've had a ton of requests for some progress updates on this village. I haven't really been showing it lately because we've been doing a lot of attack strategies. One thing about attack strategies is that some of you guys out there like to try new stuff. Then there's other players on the other side of the spectrum that think, if it's not broke, why fix it? I like the army that I'm using, so they tend not to really want to change their armies as often. So for those of you that do not watch this channel, this series has been going for 20 months straight. Almost 2 years, and we're at Town Hall 12 now. That's kind of crazy, right? So in the episode 5, we talked about the laboratory, and in that episode, I showed you guys that it was going to take about 16 months to max out the laboratory, and I also discussed in that episode that I was going to use hammers of fighting or hammers of spells to speed up the progress in our lab. Well, this is what our laboratory is looking like right now. We've got healers done and wizards done, dragons, baby dragons, P.E.K.K.A.s, miners, yetis. The lightning spell is done, heal spell, rage is maxed out, and then the jump. And then obviously when we scroll through the dark elixir troops, we've already knocked out our earthquake, which I think was already maxed out anyways, as well as our haste. And then our bat spells are level 5. Dark troops, we got the hogs maxed out, golems maxed out, and the witches maxed out, with the bowlers going to level 4 right this moment. So one of the cool things about this is that we went from 16 months down to what it is today of 9 months. That means that we've cut about 210 days from our laboratory by following that upgrade guide, if you will. Doing an upgrade for 14 days, using a hammer of fighting, and then doing another upgrade for 14 days. It's just a method. It's just the way that I choose to do it. And one of the things that a lot of players out there don't realize is that you just got to keep your laboratory upgrading nonstop. Some players don't do it, and that's just something that you got to change if you want to max out your villages relatively fast. But when you incorporate those hammers of fighting, things go way faster than what they were before. Also, we had a couple of comments asking about the Clan War League medals and what I was going to buy after the Clan War League's conclusion. Now, we did obtain 247 medals from the last Clan War Leagues, which is actually really nice, and we did buy another hammer of fighting. I mean, at this point, I kind of figured most of you guys knew exactly what I was going to buy, because I don't really value some of these things over here on the left side with the training potions and the resource potions when it comes to spending medals. I feel like it's a bit of a waste when you can save up, get a hammer, do an instant upgrade, and eliminate 14 days just like that, you know? So we're going to go ahead and keep going with that. We're going to buy another hammer of fighting after this cooldown concludes, do some more upgrades in our laboratory to try to cut some of that time off, because when we get into our progress base, you're going to notice that we've done quite a few upgrades on the progress base, and we've been working on our heroes. The Warden is going to level 32 right now. The Barbarian King is going to level 53, and our Archer Queen is now level 60, which is not really bad at this point. 105 days, we've done a lot of work on our heroes. And then as we scroll through some of these buildings, you're going to see that we did max out our Siege Machine Workshop. We did knock out all of our barracks. We got all of our camps done, and we have one more Dark Barracks to finish up. We finished up our Expos, Inferno Towers, Eagle Artillery, and now we're working on our Wizard Towers and our air defenses. And this is the rest of the list right here for defenses that we're going to go through. And then all these buildings over here that are already maxed out. Traps are done. We don't have to worry about those anymore. And then obviously a lot of these buildings were already done for this Town Hall level. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Clash Ninja website just to show you the percentages right now. And I'm doing my best to keep things perfectly balanced, if you will, when it comes to the structures at 75%, laboratory at 74%, heroes at 70%, and then walls at 65.2%. So obviously we've fallen a little behind with our walls, but let's go out and do an attack. I need some dark elixir for another hero upgrade in the upcoming days. We're using miners today. All right, so how's loot been looking for everybody out there? I know that we've had a lot of ups and downs when it comes to resources over the last couple of weeks because of the Town Hall 14 update. I mean, it always happens like that. Every single time there's a new game update, everybody goes wild and they all come pouring back into the game, and the resources start to fluctuate a little bit on what's available. And so a lot of times it gets to be a little bit of a turnoff when you're trying to do some farming, steal some resources, and keep things going in the game. So we're using miners just to change things up, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, if you use sneaky goblins and baby dragons to farm with every single day, it tends to get a little boring and you will get burnt out really fast. So we're using the Queen Walk since we have her available, trying to get some repetitions in with her and also do our best to stay in practice, stay up to date on what's going on, because obviously you can see right here I am messing this one up. If that queen does not go back inside, I'm going to be in some serious trouble, and it looks like she's not going to do that. She's going to follow our Yeti and our ice golem around. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it looks like our log launcher is going to take down the eagle, which is a good thing, but it's also going to do damage to other buildings. So let's see what the miners target and see if we can rebound a little bit. So let's go ahead and get our miners to go in to help with that king. Let's go ahead and drop a freeze spell right here and drop a rage. We got a Yeti coming from our log launcher, and we have 4 heal spells that we can use. Now the Yeti's on the single target. That's a good thing. Maybe the miners will go back in after this town hall and take it down. We do not have our warden's ability. He is currently under upgrade. Let's go ahead and link in another heal spell right here for our miners, and looks like the queen staying on the outside wasn't actually a bad thing after all. So let's send in a balloon right there. We're going to end up needing to use this queen's ability, so let's go ahead and drop a rage there because the single target's locked onto her. Miners are working all the way on the opposite side of this village, and the queen's going to keep walking over there. So I mean, even though the queen's being targeted, or the healers at this point, she will be able to help the miners out, and this was a lightweight base anyway, so it works out very nicely for us. We got 1 heal spell to finish this up, and a ton of miners around the village that are going on the outside over there. So I mean, you know how it is. I don't really care for miners when it comes to clan war because they do stuff like this, because you got to be very precise with your miners and making sure that you funnel them properly, unless you're using the hybrid, and that's when you bring in your hogs to take down those defenses that the miners tend to miss. So as they work into this final mortar, they're going to grab this little bit of gold right here and 100,000 gold, and then they're going to go after this last inferno tower that got missed, but it's all good. We're going to take it down and get a nice pool of resources with this miner army, which is really good if you're working on your queen walk skills. Now what's sad is I just mentioned practicing that queen walk and I completely botched it, right? What a mess, right? All right, so we just found ourselves a monster dead base with about 500k of each with 5,000 dark elixir. So we're definitely going to take on this base and try to steal as much resources as possible. We do have the miners. We need to clear out that town hall because we still have a level 1 Town Hall 13 on this village, and you know, you got that Giga Bomb, you got the Giga Inferno Tower, which will tend to roast your miners. It happens, guys. I mean, it's just one of those things when it comes to using miners. So we're gonna bring this queen in. Let's try to bring the queen in right here with the log launchers. Let's go ice golem and let's do log launcher. It might not open up fast enough. That's one of the bad things about the log launcher, is that even though it does damage to everything, it just takes a little while to open up the walls for our troops. Now we do have an archer queen versus a queen, and that worked out really nice. Oh my god, she just got crushed, bros. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and freeze that town hall, and let's go ahead and drop a rage for our Yeti to get in on the town hall and the other buildings. Here comes the queen. We got another Yeti that we can use, and the queen's going to work on that dead inferno tower while the Yeti and the ice golem work on the town hall. The ice golem will in fact die here momentarily, so let's go ahead and flank in with our miners and try to help this queen out just a bit. She's going to be going deeper into the village, I hope, while the miners stay on the outer flank of this village. So let's do a heal spell where that bomb tower's at. Watch that queen's health. She's going to go after another dead inferno tower. We can go ahead and place a minion over there on that builder hut, and the miners are going to work through that placement. Let's go ahead and drop another heal right about here to link them together. Looking very nice. Let's get a rage spell down on our queen because she's running into a couple of archer towers and hidden Teslas, and then we got what, 2 balloons and 2 archers left over. Not bad. Not bad. Queen's working very nicely. Let's go ahead and use her ability to speed this process up. She's going to eliminate a couple of hidden Teslas. Let's get another heal spell down for our miners as they work through. Now, remember, we did upgrade our miners recently, so that's why they're able to take on these higher level defenses a little bit easier than what the lower level miners would do. So you got to remember that you got to think about your troop levels when you're going against these higher level defenses. If you're failing, you got to really take into consideration what levels am I working with, because they do play a role if you didn't think so already. I know a lot of players out there tend to get a little confused because they watch these videos and they're like, oh, I can do that, and then you go out and fail and they don't even realize that we have different level troops and stuff, different level heroes and stuff. So I mean, this is why we grind so hard every single day to try to keep this account going nonstop. And I do believe that that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm maxed out on elixir right now and I really don't want to spend it. I mean, I'm working on multiple accounts here, so when I have 14 million elixir and I got a warden coming back in a few days, I kind of like to hold on to a little bit. But it's just a method, because if you're playing your account as a single account by yourself, then obviously you'd probably do a piece of wall or so and then just keep farming. But when I got multiple accounts, it's kind of nice to have a 7-day upgrade and I can kind of take a break from the account for a few days. It's just a method, guys. So hopefully you were able to get something out of today's video, and I really hope that this series helps motivate you and keep you moving forward through Town Hall 12, because playing it free to play takes a ton of dedication and not everybody out there is willing to do it. I mean, a lot of players will tend to quit because they realize it's a lot of upgrades, a lot of time invested, as well as a lot of resources, and they just don't want to put in that type of commitment. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you like watching us quite regularly, turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support, or you would like to see the start of this Town Hall 12 series, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.